The Equestria Inquirer is brought to you this week by Equestria Girls' Vague Descriptions for the Cheap, which is brought to you by Chimmy Cherry Change.
Turns out Equestria Girls is not the name of a new death metal band. I was excited too. I thought it was a bunch of ponies in black armor hitting iron instruments with crowbars. That would have been awesome! Instead, we have a report on Equestria Girls, the real one. Not the fictional death metal band, and definitely not the group of kids that sell cookies on horseback. Toss those cookies, because I'm Joe Stevens, and this is the Equestria Inquirer. Good evening, Ponyville. I'm sure every pony is aware of the portal to Equestria Girls, and that Princess Twilight Sparkle recently ventured through this portal. Press was completely forbidden from covering this event, and even our own unreliable sources were barred from gaining any information on what happened. But in a surprising turn of events, Princess Celestia actually recorded the events of Twilight going through the portal herself. In an effort to prevent any misconceptions or hyperbolizations from the media, which we totally would have done, the Celestia administration compiled footage from Twilight's journey to Equestria Girls and showed it to her subjects in movie theaters. And while EQI resents being deprived of the opportunity to cover the news ourselves, having popcorn while someone else does the job for us is kind of nice. EQI went to the theater to watch Equestria Girls coverage, and this is the summation of what happened. The footage started out right in the middle of the human world. No ponies were visible at all, which I thought was a strange way to begin the footage. Then there was an explosion and everything went crazy. People were biting other people and there was lots of screaming. I think the footage focused a lot on the character known as Brad, but I was confused why they kept calling him Jerry. It wasn't until the end of the footage that accreditations referred to this person as Brad, and then we found out that his last name was Pitt. Who knew? The Celestia administration has strict gun laws, which made the heavy use of firearms in this footage quite jarring. And while the propaganda characterizing humans as inferior creatures is strong, it seems a lot of editing was used to portray humans as mindless monsters who just want to bite everyone. Entire cities were overrun with these biting humans, and they honestly served as a strong warning to anyone who wants to go through the portal to Equestria Girls. And of course, the entire point of the portal and Twilight Sparkle was lost when this character Brad crashes in a plane. Couldn't he have just had Twilight fly him or something? He didn't need to go on a plane if it was just going to crash. And then Brad just ignores Twilight and goes after this girl and these medical things, and apparently he has a kid? The whole thing seemed a colossal mess, and I would not recommend any pony go see this footage.
With Equestria Girls now in theaters, everybody is talking about it, mostly with a lot of swears. Even so, not everyone could go see it because of limited release, disinterest, or just plain brokitude. What to do? Hire Chimmy Cherry Change, of course. He snuck into the Canterlot showing, and now he's passing on the plot or similar story to you. Can we get a sample, Chimmy?
Them girls was in school, unlike old Chimmy. And they was singing and doing all them things school fillies do, except they wasn't no fillies, man. These was monsters. 2 legs? Man, what the is that? And I recognized them. I recognized their hair. They was real. These all the ponies was like this. Why? I don't. What? How did this happen, man? Only the one went into the mirror, and mostly, but mostly, where was I? You can't make no monster for poor old Chimmy. That's real nice, Horror World. That's real nice. Kick me while I'm down, just like this world, just like this one. Like I told them, you best be biting someone else, cause I don't cotton to no crazy bites. What the meow meow. You can't prove nothing, officer. I was like this when she got there.
Yeah. How about a testimonial from someone who doesn't wish for whiskey rain? I thought Equestria Girls was going to be the worst, okay? But I know bronies would be talking about it for the next few months, and not being current terrifies me. That's where Chimmy Cherry Change came into my life. I was really surprised at how thorough he was about ceiling tiles, and then when he revealed the big twist about the robots, I nearly jumped out of the milk crate I was sitting on, for realsies. Thanks to him, I can keep up in conversations and spend my $15 on something important. Thanks, Chimmy Cherry Change! That's Chimmy Cherry Change, now with one convenient location, the drunk tank in the Ponyville police station. He'll be there for a while, but don't delay. Spoilers or something are just 5 bits and a pat down by surly cops away. Isn't that right, Chimmy?
I never said nothing about no girl, you lying son of a Finch. Stop lying about me, or I'll Bert Baccarat.
Note to self, don't trust theater ticket salesmen. Also note to self, 3D on a live action movie, not worth the extra money. Oh, and apparently EQI saw the wrong movie that time. Also note, World War Z is actually a very good movie and I would highly recommend it. So we went back to the theater to get the appropriate Equestria Girls footage. Sorry about that, I think we got it right this time. This time, the footage accurately portrayed creatures that could fly. And they were in multicolored outfits. But Twilight sparkles seemed to enter the world just as it blew up. I think Princess Celestia should think twice about sending ponies through portals if the destination is a planet that's just going to explode. Luckily, Twilight made it off the planet. Or I think she did. Really never saw her after that. Hope she's okay. This footage put to rest one very important question. Do humans have cutie marks? The answer is yes. At least some of them do. Apparently only humans who can fly get cutie marks, which may be some sort of evolutionary advancement. The footage doesn't show where Twilight went, but I'm sure she could have been useful in fighting some very angry humans with cutie marks. This Equestria Girls footage was also very violent, and did show a portal opening. But the portal to this location called the Phantom Zone doesn't sound like a good place. If Twilight Sparkle did return through this portal to the Phantom Zone, we wish her the best and hope she returns soon. And one human who does not have a cutie mark, so as far as we know, I've never seen him take off his glasses, Techrat, with this week's Mares in a Minute.
Oh, I've been gone for so long. Where am I? Ah! What am I? What am I? Oh, wait. I'm a human. I've always been a human. Silly me. It's good to be back, Joe. Now that Twilight has returned from her excursion to an alternate parallel world, which seems to consist of nothing but a high school filled with creepy doppelgangers of everyone you've ever known, everyone wants to know what we can learn from her experience. Well, for one, we can safely say that even a pony is not immune to being wooed by a shallow love interest the moment she gets dropped into a high school setting. We've also discovered that Scootaloo is a chicken in any dimension. No real surprise there. But the real takeaway from all this, in my opinion, is that we have finally discovered Twilight's ultimate weakness. No, it's not Trixie, it's not the fear of being tardy, and no, Chuck Norris doesn't count because he's everyone's weakness. No, I am of course referring to vending machines. What is it about vending machines that makes them so formidable? Is it those pointy metal spirals that hold each snack so tightly and securely? Is it the way that the flap on the dispensing chute will trap your arm if you try sticking your hand in? Or is it merely the fact that you would be crushed into a reddish paste if one were ever to fall on top of you? Whatever it is, it's too much for Twilight to handle. Yes, vending machines. To us, they are the providers of delicious snacky foods, but to Twilight, they are her arch nemesis, the bane of her existence, her Achilles heel, the impossible to open lid on the jar of Zap Apple jam. Let's face it, she's taken down Nightmare Moon, Discord, and Sunset Shimmer, but she just couldn't get that package of peanut butter crackers. Yes, no amount of pulling, shaking, or bucking was knocking that tasty treat free. Twilight, our brilliant egghead Twilight, was completely dumbfounded and helpless. Just think if Nightmare Moon had hidden the elements of harmony inside of a vending machine. They would still be there, and we'd still be dealing with eternal night. This is dangerous information. Let's pray that Queen Chrysalis doesn't find out about this, or she'll have all of her changeling subjects turn into vending machines and completely crush Equestria under their stomping metallic forms. Then where will we be? We'll be eternal slaves, although at least we'd still be able to get a bag of Doritos whenever we wanted. On second thought, maybe that isn't quite so bad. I'd be okay with that as long as they still had Cool Ranch flavor. They never have Cool Ranch flavor at the vending machine here in the office. They never have any Reese cups either. I bet Mason is hogging them all. He and I are going to have a chat. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Twilight's weakness. It's probably best that this information doesn't get out, lest it fall into the hands of our enemies. So don't spread it around. Boy, it's a good thing that nobody really watches our show anymore. Otherwise, we'd have a real problem here. And by the way, whatever you do, do not let this get to the gates of Tartarus, or else they're going to know that all they have to do is send out Vendon Machinus, the demon god of mechanically dispensed candy, to take over Equestria, and we're done for. Back to you, Joe.
Hi everyone. LTT Moose here. I'm heading over to the theater now to catch the Equestria Girls movie. I wanted to sneak in a camera, to record the audience's reaction to the film. But, yeah, good luck trying to find a blank VHS nowadays. So, I'm going to broadcast my thoughts on my phone. And, before you ask, no, my phone can't take video. Now, since recording devices are banned at the movies for some strange reason, this is going to require me to be sneaky. But I lost my dangerous mission outfit in a poker game with Angel Bunny. So I busted out the old trench coat from my time as a Robert Stack impersonator. Well, of course, it's summer, so I decided to wear shorts along with it. Rule number 1 of the spy game, folks, keep your upper thighs well ventilated. That helps mobility. Now, I should be able to blend in with the crowd going to see this children's movie. Okay, let's walk on up here.
Can I help you?
Yes, one for Equestria Girls, please.
Just one?
Yes?
You don't, have a daughter or a niece with you, do you?
Huh? No, why should that matter?
Well, it's theater policy to keep unaccompanied adults out of G-rated movies. It makes the parents nervous when they see single adult males sitting by themselves in a theater full of kids without pants.
I have shorts on there underneath. Okay, fine. Just give me one for, let's see, Thelma and Louise 2 Undead Nightmare.
Okay, judging by that dated reference and the receding hairline, I'm assuming it's a senior citizen ticket, so, here you are, wizened elder.
Thank you. Oh, God, jeez, man. I can't catch a break. All right, had a little trouble getting into the building, but using my wits and guile, I've gained entrance. Granted, it's to the wrong movie, but I can just hop over to the correct theater later on.
Daddy, why is that man alone and talking to himself?
Well, Susie, that's what we call a crazy person. More than likely homeless and just wandered in off the street. I'll fetch an usher. Hey, you will do no such thing. Oh dear, he spotted us. Run, little Susie! Run before he stabs us with his hobo knife! All right, I seem to be drawing some unwanted attention to myself. Just going to hunker down in the arcade for a while, let things cool off a bit. Oh, hey, awesome, they still have arcades. I used to love this game.
Lame.
Excuse me?
Yeah, totally lame. Graphics suck. Look, I can count the pixels.
Yeah, and I can count the chromosomes you're missing. Listen, kid, this game is a classic, okay? It's not about graphics. It's about humiliating your opponents by ripping out his still-beating heart.
A purple blob was supposed to be a heart?
That's it. I'm whipping you with this. Where's my quarters?
Dude, this thing still takes quarters.
I'm going to enjoy eviscerating you with a fan blade. Let's see here. Okay. Change in your shorts pocket. Let me just unbuckle the trench here and get.
Ew, hell, creepy old grandpa's flashing his coin purse.
It's called a change wallet. Oh boy. Okay. All right. This does look bad. Okay. Let me just straight shot into the theater here. I don't even care which one it is. Just need to get out of sight. This lobby is cursed. Oh, hey, what do you know? It is the right theater. Oh, and look. Oh, it's starting. Okay, I'm just gonna slide on in here. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, it's glorious. Okay. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, the movie opens up with a slow-motion montage of each of the main six showing off the power of their element, set to the music of Bob Dylan's "The Times They Are Changin'." Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, this is just fantastic. Oh, it is everything I could have hoped. Down. Oh. Sorry. Oh, okay. I need to remember to keep a low profile. There's already been too much of a ruckus here today, and I just... What was that written on the wall above Rainbow Dash's bed?
Get him out of here.
Hey, lay off me, okay? Hey, I am from the internet, okay? With dozens of fans. Baker's dozens.
That's him, officer. That's
Cripes.
the bad man who tried to hobo stab my daddy.
All right, come with me, you little freak.
Oh, please
Trying
don't.
to get your
No.
jollies from threatening kids in a family movie?
It's idle threats.
Is
They're
that it?
idle threats.
You people make me sick.
Oh, come
Don't think I
on.
don't know what you are. Going to the
you know
movies
me?
alone? That is so socially awkward.
well,
It
it's not
makes
that
me
bad.
want to retch.
Look, officer, please.
right,
let
come
me
on,
just
we're
explain.
going
I
downtown.
want to watch this
I'm
movie in
gonna
peace.
drag
There's
you
nothing
home down the
sinister about a
aisle.
grown man
I'm gonna
watching
throw you in
ponies.
a
I
paddy
do it
wagon.
to support the voice
Yeah, we still
actors.
like
Ask my
paddy
friend
wagons.
Tara. She'll tell you.
Tara's
She'll tell you
strong.
all.
Oh,
Tara,
yeah.
Tara, if you're
Oh,
listening,
yeah,
I'm sorry for all
Tara's
the Twitter fights.
strong.
Please
Nickel,
post my bail.
Thank you, Tech Rat. I'm told Twilight Sparkle isn't in the Phantom Zone. LTT Moose is. Also, that was not Equestria Girls. So we went back to the theater to see the Equestria Girls footage again. Apologize. Now, this footage had to be Equestria Girls because it exists in a completely different dimensional timeline that had to be reached through a time disruptional portal using pseudoscience and a poor interpretation of string theory. Again, Twilight Sparkle was nowhere to be found. However, it seemed that nearly all these humans had cutie marks. An extremely violent piece of footage. Apparently, the supposed heroes chose to save themselves and allowed San Francisco to get kamikazed. Also, I'm not sure if they wanted to portray the villain as the hero, but I was totally rooting for him the whole time, and that was Benedict Cumberbatch, wasn't it? Went to the wrong footage again. All right, Plank, let's go to the Warenberg. While we're out, here's Mason Alcat with this week's Chomping at the Bit.
Thanks, Joe. I have seen a lot of BS in my day. And this is starting to really wear on me. Alright, just 1 second. I'm gonna do this to get through this. Okay? Just realize, we're gonna need this. My story today. We're looking at Princess Celestia, the opening to Mortal Equestria Girls, and the Royal Guards, and how they're absolutely useless. And why they're useless. Alright, a couple of days ago, Princess Twilight Sparkle went to the Crystal Empire for a courting. And that night, she had the element of magic stolen out from under her by a thief. What happened to the thief? Her and the crown mysteriously vanished through a portal leading to Equestria Girls. Where were the guards? Honestly, where were the guards? Nowhere to be seen. And the fact is, the guards have been absolutely useless in Equestria since Luna came back. Honestly. They were nowhere to be seen when Discord showed up. When Chrysalis's crew came through, they were useless. Armed to the teeth and utterly useless. What are all of our bits going to for taxes? Well, I will tell you where they're going to. They're not going to the military. Because in recent years, Princess Celestia has made major cuts in defense spending. Why? According to her sources, it's because of lack of funding. Well, we've sent our own reliable sources, unreliable sources, to do some research on this. And what we've discovered is the fact that Princess Celestia does not want to raise taxes, but at the same time, she doesn't want to make any cuts to any of her pet projects. Biggest and most useless of these pet projects is the National Cake Health Care Law, also known as Celestia Care. This is a very useless law, and nobody in Equestria understands why it even exists. This law states that all the ponies in Equestria be required to have this health insurance by law, and the employees or the employers of these ponies are also mandated by law to provide this service to their employees or face a hefty fine. Now this is actually going to hurt the employers of non-cake related fields, as it's going to rise the cost of production by putting an extra cost on the employers that is going to make them less likely in the long run to hire more workers. And this doesn't make any sense to anybody. It didn't work on Earth, and it sure as heck isn't going to work here. About the only one who actually benefits from this law are those who eat pie regularly, or cake regularly. Like, I don't know, our beloved Princess Celestia and Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie being able to eat cakes 20 times larger than herself in less than half a second, I can see where she could use this. But everybody else? Come on, you got pony diabetics out there that would die with this bill, this law. Me personally, I think I've had enough cake. Come on, Celestia, what's going on? You would rather pay for this project, this, what we would call a port project, and fail to build up the military. Come on, they're out there right now trying to face off changelings with nothing more than a spoon and a fork. And a large box of chocolates labeled "Love Me." Come on! Well, that's it for me at Chopping at the Bit. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Mason Outcat. I think I finally saw Equestria Girls. Now, I don't know why Twilight Sparkle needed a mechanical outfit or why Rainbow Dash was in this one, but I really liked that Rainbow Dash saved the president and Twilight Sparkle blew up her suit in the end. I just don't get how I'm supposed to believe that the vice president and so many soldiers will be willing to betray their country without any thought to the consequences, and you'd think I don't know that was Iron Man 3. Well, I do. I just don't care anymore. Come on, Plank. Let's go pre-order the DVD. I'm Joe Stevens, and this has been the Equestria Inquirer. No, we're not going to go see Monsters University. Pixar needs to stop making sequels.